camera. It is 7:30, 5th day of the Torres del Paine National Park. Today I will walk from Refugio Grey to Refugio Italiano. That's approximately 4 to 5 hours, I think I'm correct. I got up very early, as you can see. I skipped breakfast because my goal today is to get to the Refugio Italiano as soon as possible, because it's the last place where I can make a booking for the campsite at the Torres del Paine at the real towers. So it's a free campsite, but many people go there for the sunrise, so it gets very busy. That's why they started to somehow introduce that booking system, and it's not working very well at the moment. I think I told you in another video already, so it's a bit stupid. So I decided to just get up early and go there early. It's okay, it's drizzling a little bit, so it's perfect hiking weather, I'd say. I will just go very fast, and when I arrive there I will have my lunch there, bigger lunch instead of breakfast and lunch. It's okay. Last night was very windy, and I think it also rained a little bit, but because of the wind my tent wasn't wet. But it was really windy. It was interesting to be in such a small tent and with all that wind around you. The tent is moving constantly and it's very loud, but yeah, everything stayed dry, tent stayed in place, can't complain. I had to say goodbye to some people already on the trek because they are leaving this morning. They take the catamaran across the lake, and on the other side they take the bus back to Puerto Natales. But I will continue, like I said, for another 4 days, 3 more nights, and yeah, talk to you again when something interesting happens. Like, for example, my feet get wet again or stuff like that. But by the way, they're still a little bit wet. Somehow the shoes didn't dry. But I think my feet will survive it. Camera. I think this trek is really cool because every day looks a bit different so far. First day was more open fields, flowers, long views. Second day was wetlands, forest, also nice views of mountains. Third day was mainly in the forest with some views of rivers and mountains. Fourth day, yesterday, was crossing the pass across the tree line. Woo. Seeing that giant glacier, walking steep downhill again through forest, crossing rivers, and today is walking next to a lake with nice views, a bit windy, different vegetation, different trees, different flowers. So I wonder how the next days will look like. Ooh. So, my camera, it's 12:30 now. I'm on the way to the campsite Italiano. Arrived at the Pain Grande Refugio at around 11:30, but didn't stay there because I felt good and just had a little snack and then pushed on to the next place. I think I have another 1 hour, 1.5 hours to walk. It's really windy, so the first time now since I'm on this trek, I get the feeling of the national park winds or the Patagonian winds, or however you might call them. So I sometimes need my stick to hold balance, my walking pole, and so far I couldn't make a single video diary entry because it's so windy and you can't hear me anywhere then. There are many more people here on the way than on the other side, but I expected that. Seems many people just walk around with a day pack. Not sure how that works. Maybe they're just here for a day hike, or they have their tent and their luggage somewhere else. I don't know. Yeah, feeling good. 1 more hour. It's all about the mental power now. And it's easy with a view like that. So, hello Video Diary. With that nice view in the background, I hope you can hear me, because the river makes a lot of noise. Well, not noise, it's nature's sound. It's also very windy here. I'm sorry that I didn't do so many diary entries today during the day, but like I mentioned in the last video, it was very windy on the way to here. It's Campamento Italiano I'm staying now. So very windy, and there was no way to make a video diary, because you just wouldn't be able to understand me. So yeah, I started at 7:30 this morning, and I think I arrived at around 2 p.m. at the campground. Checked in and was able to get a booking for the Torres Campamento for the last night, so I'm very happy about that. And otherwise the day was just walking, trying to get as soon as possible out of the wind. It was getting really warm, and I had some drink stops, but yeah, in the end I made it. I pitched up my tent, went inside and fell asleep for like 2.5 hours. So now it's 7 p.m. and I'm not tired anymore. Very funny. It's a very busy place. Many people are there. But yeah, I think that's a W track. I have to get used to that. Tomorrow will be an easy day, just a day hike up to the French Valley. So I can leave my big backpack with tent, sleeping bag and all these things at the ranger's house. Everyone does it, just with a rain cover, and then you take your camera and your valuable things with you, and just go up the valley to the glacier to some nice lookouts. Then come down again, pick up your luggage and go. Then I will go to the next place, which is 2 hours away from here, and that's the Refugio. It's not a campground. I'm looking forward to maybe have another beer there, and I'm running out of snack food, so yeah, it's the last days. It's okay to run out of food. It's not it's expensive to buy things here, but I will survive it. I have an excuse now to buy Snicker bars and beer. Okay, I think the battery is dying at the moment. I will make a last good night entry from the tent, like every evening. So, see you for now, and let's have some dinner. Mashed potatoes. Now. Good evening, tent camera. So, it is 9 p.m. again, bedtime at the Torres del Paine full circuit hike. Yeah, I had mashed potatoes with tomato soup and cheese, and a bit of leftovers
of salami for dinner. Washing up is in the river, and what else can I say? It's very windy outside, as you can hear, but it's a protected campground, so you can just hear the wind, but you don't really feel it here. Tomorrow I can sleep, I think, as long as I want to. It's a 5 hours return hike up to the glacier and back, and then 2 more hours to the next refugio / campground where I will stay the next night. My big backpack together with tent, sleeping bag and all the heavy stuff will stay here at the ranger's hut. And so tomorrow for the 5 hours day hike I just need a rain jacket, bottle of water, some snacks, camera, things like that. I don't know yet how to carry it. Maybe in one of my dry bags. I didn't bring a small day pack, so I highly recommend to bring something which you can carry on your back on the day hikes if you do the W trek, because it's a bit of a problem now. I don't know how to carry this stuff. I might build something out of duct tape and branches and ropes. I don't know, a MacGyver solution. So good night, camera. See you tomorrow. And by the way, if you want to make mashed potatoes with tomato soup powder, first mix the tomato soup powder with the water and then the mashed potatoes powder. The other way around doesn't work so well. I just found out. Night.
Good morning, camera. I've just started trekking up the French Valley. It's gonna be a 5 hours return hike, I think, 2.5 hours up, I think a little bit less down. And started at 9:30, so I just left the campground. Last night was, I think, rather cold. Not so cold than at Lake Dickinson, but I'd call it the second coldest night. And very noisy because of the wind. I wouldn't call it noise because it's the sound of nature, but yeah, you could always hear some cracking of trees and wind, and I think I was very close to the toilet and bathroom door, and during the night I could hear it smashing the whole time. So it was a long night. Went to bed at maybe 9 p.m. Got up at 7, so that's 10 hours. So in totally 10 hours together with not so well sleep adds up to an okay sleep. It's a bit cloudy this morning, but that's the case here every morning. It clears up latest 10, 11, I think. You can see that direction. It's blue sky already. Sun is coming out. As soon as the sun gets higher, the clouds are gone. It's not so windy than yesterday, but from time to time you have a big, strong wind coming against you, just out of nowhere. And yeah, as you can see, that's my day pack for today. little bit of a MacGyver construction. I took one of my dry bags. Normally my sleeping bag is in there. So took that. There's a rain jacket in there, sunscreen, the cup for getting water. I think it's easy to get water along the way because we follow a river upstream. I didn't bring a water bottle, it's too heavy and too big. So sunscreen, cup for water, some snacks, so nuts and a muesli bar, and that's it basically. So I have my camera, my stick, jacket. I'll have a beanie in there in case it gets a bit cold up there. You never know, it's cold wind. And yeah, looks stupid, but everyone does here today, I think. I left my big bag at the ranger's hut, covered with a rain cover, so I think it's gonna be fine there. There are many more bags waiting there. Funnily, they all have yellow rain covers. I wonder if that's the only color you get rain covers with. Anyway, I'm heading that direction. Think closer to that glacier down there. Right. Talk to you again soon. Hello camera. It's a nice little walk. A little bit uphill, a little bit downhill, but easy with no luggage. That's the keyword. Look at that red ball. It's someone's jumper with a beanie inside and some snacks inside. I think someone must have lost it on the path. I picked it up because I'm a nice guy, but now I have to carry that piece of uphill too. So yeah, I wonder if it belongs to someone or if it has been there for a while. But it looks clean, it doesn't look wet. Someone must have lost it today. So it's either someone in front of me or someone who is back at the campsite already and hasn't realized that he lost his red big jumper. So a bit strange. Or maybe someone just was using the toilet, put his jumper down there, and I picked it up. That would be mean. Anyway, further that direction. I worried a little bit that it might be very busy on this hike, but so far I haven't seen many people. I think 3 or 4 came down, and now one guy is somewhere behind me, but in quite a distance, and I saw a group in a big distance in front of me. So not very busy this morning. Yesterday when I arrived at the campground, there were many backpacks standing there at the ranger's hut. I guess like 30 backpacks, just really crazy. And I think they all went up here with their day packs in the afternoon to see the glacier. But they are gone now. So I think afternoon is more the time when people go up here and not in the morning. So yeah, I'm lucky. It's good. Sun is coming out more and more, so I'm expecting to have better views the further I get up. Awesome. So it's just me and my friend, the red jumpy. say yes to Patagonian water. Great lead! The sign says that you could go higher, but they've closed it for some reason. Maybe the path is destroyed or something, I don't know. But there's a big sign telling you don't go further. So up there, like you saw in the videos, it's quite windy, so I couldn't talk there. I went a bit further down again to talk. So it took me about 3 hours to get up here, I'd say. So the map says 2.5 hours, but it took me 3 hours. I walked very slowly and I had a couple of breaks, photo stops. So I think 2.5 hours is accurate, normal walking time. And the view up here is just breathtaking, like you saw before in the panoramic video I took. It's just, you're surrounded by mountains and by glaciers, and yeah, just clouds coming in now. I think tomorrow the next valley and the Campamento de Torres will be behind these mountains over there. But it's the next valley I will hike up to tomorrow and camp there, and then watch the sunrise somewhere, probably behind these mountains. I'm looking forward to do that a lot. And now it's going back that direction and having some lunch. Probably oats with milk powder, because that's the only thing I have left. Okay, it's 3:30 p.m. I just left Campamento Italiano after a big oatmeal lunch, I call it, late lunch. Oatmeal is the only stuff I've left, actually way too much. I think I bought 1 kilogram and I still have minimum 700 grams of that stuff. Don't know why I bought so much. I thought I needed more. On the way to Refugio y Campamento Las Cuernos now. It's around 2.5 hours. I will spend there the night, then get up very early tomorrow. To get to the Campamento Torres. That's like an 8 to 9 hours walk, so very long. Feels good to have my big backpack again. because the day pack construction I had was really stupid, I think. And yeah, this is more like, it's heavier but easier to carry for some reason. The red jumpy, I gave to the ranger's hut. They already had a couple of things there, like water bottles and another beanie. People seem to lose things everywhere. So I hope the owner gets his jumper back. Boundary, Italiano, Cuernos. Some rules. And as you know, Jumpy, the red jumper, is gone. Well, not gone, but it's waiting for his or her owner at the ranger station Campamento Italiano. So don't be sad, Jumpy's not with me anymore, but I have a new friend, Clavy the black glove. Same than Jumpy, I found him. Was it her? Looks like female, Slavi, the female glove. I found her on the path, same than Jumpy. And I will bring it to the next hut in hope that the owner and Lavi will be reunited again soon. That's what I do. I reunite gloves and people. And maybe one day we'll be reunited. Ooh, 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 ooh. This makes a good lunch stop. Okay. Funny. Right in the moment I want to talk. So I think that makes a good lunch stop. So I have to say it's not undangerous here. I just started walking again from the beach of the lake where I filmed and started walking again on the rocks, and suddenly there was such a strong wind from my backside that it just smashed me over onto the rocks. So I just managed to get my left hand on the ground and my knees somehow got on the rocks and completely fell down. And for a moment I thought that my face smashed the rocks. I don't know, it was so strong. So I checked my legs, there's just some, it's a little bit of red where I fell down, so I check again later and maybe put some disinfection stuff on it. Have to wait for my left hand. Check my left hand later, if it's okay or not. At the moment it's not in big pain and it's not swollen, so I think I was very lucky. But yeah, that surprised me. Really strong winds, so be careful, and sticks are essential. So as you can see, I only have a right stick, so I'm always stable on my right hand side. But the wind came from that side and smashed me over onto that side. So I highly recommend, if you have two sticks, bring two sticks. It's not really for hiking, it's for stabilization against the winds. Okay, I'm at Refugio Los Cuernos now. I arrived here at around maybe 5:30. That would mean that I started at 3:30, so maybe 2 hours. Yeah, so 2 hours, 2.5 hours. Pretty good guessing. I seem to be fine from the falling, the wind that pushed me over. Remember, my left hand feels a bit funny, so it catch my fall, it catch me and 20 kilograms. So, but I don't think anything's broken or injured. My knee's a little bit red, but that's all. And yeah, a bit shocked that wind can be so strong. I would describe it as, it feels as you get hit by a car or by a truck. It's just crazy. So this place is really luxury, I'd say. Just had a nice shower in that building. I think the shower is nicer than my tent. It's actually nicer than my apartment at home. I'm thinking of sleeping in there. No, it's really nice. Nice shower. And it's quite big. There's a big bar down there, and I think I will go down there now and have a beer. Can't find the way out anymore. I'm lost. Hello.
Hello tent camera, it's 9:30 p.m. at the Refugio / campground Las Cuernos. Yeah, like I already said before, it's a very busy place, a very modern place, and the room for the camping cookers, there's always just one place where you're allowed to cook. You're not allowed to cook next to your tent because there's a risk of fire, and they take that very serious. So you have to go into that little building, and of course it's way too small for all the people who want to cook there. 3 tables, but all tables were taken. We just sat down on the ground and had mashed potatoes again with vegetable soup and cheese. So I think I will continue cooking that. It's a really nice recipe and very easy, so that's what I like most. Yeah, so tomorrow I have to get up early. I think I'm aiming at 6 a.m. Get up, have some oats and a coffee. It has to be a good breakfast in order to have a good energy base for the long hiking day. It will be at least, I'm guessing, between 8 and 10 hours, depending how much often I stop. And so it's the last day tomorrow. Today is the second last camping night, and yeah, feel a bit sad that the trek goes to an end, but also looking forward to a nice bed in Puerto Natales, to a nice dinner and a nice cold beer. Okay, I had a beer here, but you know what I mean. And so, I'm tired. I don't have anything else funny to say, except from that glovey, the black glove I found on the trail to here. Is at the refugio now and is waiting for someone to pick it up. So all the best for Lavi. Still very windy here. Wind comes and goes. It's very dusty in my tent because I did the mistake to face the entrance of my tent into the wind direction, which makes no sense because now all the dirt and all the dust gets blown into my tent, because I mean it's closed, but still it's such a fine dust that the dust finds the way into the tent. So one side of my tent is quite dirty already. This side where my head is seems to be a bit nicer, but yeah, let's see what the night brings. Enough talking. Good night.
Seems there's a river crossing here. Damn it. Don't watch the path and talk into the camera instead. Wow. Can't remember that I sweated so much on one of the other days.